Billionaire woke hypocrite Gary Neville. But it's time now for US News with the Queen of US showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kinsey.
Mark, what a great new Saturday show. I love it. It's a thrill to watch. Congratulations.
Well, look, you've just made it better. You've upgraded by joining us at 9:45 every Saturday, Kinsey. And let's talk about a prize fight that's in the offing. Donald Trump in the red corner versus Kate Middleton in the blue corner. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, and I have to tell you, Mark, I'm a little bit on Team Kate with this one because she's our girl. She's our girl. We absolutely adore her. These are tweets that Donald Trump originally sent out in 2012. Kate Middleton is great, but she shouldn't be sunbathing in the nude. Only herself to blame. Now, we are hearing in Christopher Anderson, here's another one. Who wouldn't take Kate's picture and make lots of money if she does the nude sunbathing thing? Come on, Kate. Now, these are tweets that are coming back up because of a book called The King by Christopher Anderson, where he talks about how Prince William, Prince Harry, and Prince Charles at the time, now he's the king, went into a tirade, a profanity-laced tirade over these tweets. They were so angry that Donald Trump had the audacity to comment on Catherine at the time. But this was so, remember my favorite Donald Trump tweet that he's never seen a skinny person drinking Diet Coke, by the way, that's hilarious. But that was just his MO at the time. He tweeted about pop culture. He tweeted about current events. And that's really how he made a name for himself. So I'm not surprised he did it. But in this situation, I'm going to have to side with the royal family. She was a sweet girl. I don't think she meant any of that to happen.
I completely agree. And she can do no wrong in my eyes. What a dignified and beautiful young woman she is. She'll be a great queen one day. Let's talk about Donald Trump. Is he serious about heading back to the White House? I understand he's dropped his biggest hint that he'd like to run for president in 2024.
Well, that's the thing is, could we be seeing a King Charles and President Donald Trump standing up next to each other? Could we see them in the same room? How are they going to engage with each other? Because Charles was so upset about those tweets that they discouraged Trump from coming in 2017. They didn't want, there was a potential trip and they did not want him to come in 2017. So are they going to have to face off, president and king? Will we see that? I think that a lot of people are curious. But yes, Donald Trump has been vigorously campaigning for our midterm elections, and you are seeing him everywhere. You're seeing him in Arizona. You're seeing him in Iowa. We know that this is a very smart businessman. He doesn't do anything for free. There's got to be something in it for him, all of this campaigning. And I think ultimately it's because he plans to run in 2024 and he needs these candidates that are hopefully, in his eyes, going to be elected to back him in that campaign.
Well, he couldn't do worse than creepy Joe Biden when he's not sniffing children's hair and giving sex advice to female teenagers. Listen, America reaches peak woke. Take a look at this, Kinsey.
I'm going to be teaching you how to use frogs, pronouns, and sentences, so let's go.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Republican now. You win. I'm done. I can't do it, right? I'm accepting, tolerant, inclusive, right? Whatever gender you want to identify as, binary, non-binary, but not going to call people frogs. We draw the line at amphibians. Right? You can't identify as a frog because you're not a frog. Right? You know that, though.
Ribbit.
I would just like to state for the record that I identify as a size 2, although I'm not. But yeah, that is an actual video on TikTok. It's much longer. She goes into detail about how you're supposed to discuss a person that identifies as a frog. I think 99.9% of people will refuse to do this. However, there is an entire, if you Google this frog gender, there is an entire rabbit hole you can go down. Unfortunately, I did so this AM. But I'm sorry. I guess I apologize on behalf of the United States of America because there are a lot of morons here.
I'm afraid so. And it's a very familiar syndrome, which is somebody that's a formerly left-leaning Democrat saying, that's it, I'm going to vote Republican because I've had enough of this woke bollocks.
You're seeing a lot of that right now, Mark. You're seeing a lot of people saying, why are we fixated on these issues that, you know, it's heat or eat here too in America. It's I can't afford to go to work because gas is so expensive. And so you're seeing a lot of people go, you know what? I think you're just distracting me with some of these things. They're just distractions. I mean, Joe Biden having Dylan whatever in the White House to sit back and to talk about trans rights. I mean, I'm confused as to why he's not telling us what he's going to do to improve the economy. What are your plans?
That's what we need to focus on. Kinsey, we'll see you in a week's time. What a thrill to have you on my brand new show, the Queen of US Showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield.